Hello, everyone. Good afternoon once again. Can we start or should we still give some more time? I want response from the house.
Good afternoon, ma. Maybe we should give them a few minutes. Good afternoon, everyone.
All right, that's fine. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so while waiting for others to join, does anyone have a report to show? Maybe you ran into some technical issues while trying to transform your data, so we can start from there. Anybody? Mr. Sam, Mr. Kayode, Mr. Batubo. Anybody? Mr. Gideon? Mr. Latubosun? Am I audible, please?
Yes, ma'am, you are. No, I don't have on my own end. I don't know if others have.
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, Mr. Sam, do you have, maybe you prepared the sample data we're working on? We're trying to clean the data last week. We said we should complete it and we'll start from there today.
Yes. Yeah, I continue with it. I try to build like a relationship. I try to create a relationship between them. But I think later on I found out that I made a mistake. Yeah. Anyway, let me share this thing that I create so you can have a look. Okay.
Yeah, you can share your screen. It's already
Okay.
10 minutes past 2, so I think we can start while others can join us. So yes, Mr. Sam, share your screen.
Okay, I'm coming.
Let's use your screen today.
Okay.
But every one of us on the call, please, if you were trying to ingest your data into Power BI desktop model, and maybe during the course of your ETL, you ran into any blocker, you can raise it. Might not necessarily be the sample we are working on the call. Might be any sample data you lay your hands on and you are working on it and you have issues, you can share. So that's why we are here. It is called Data Days, Learn Together. So we are here to study together. So so that we all can be on the same page. So if you have issues, you were working on something and you need clarity, you can share so that we have experts in the house that can assist us so we can go through. Okay.
Please, can you see from your side?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Yeah. Coming.
Okay, so this table. No, share your screen. I want to. You're no more sharing your screen.
Oh, let me see.
And please, if we have questions, you want to drop questions on the chat. I'm made to understand that the chat button is not working, but we can make use of the Q&A button next to the chat button to drop your questions, please. You are on your...
So this was what I did, but I think I made a mistake. I should have used that. I should have used the table, the four sales table that I appended. That one should have been the fat table.
Oh, I see. Okay, you've tried. We have not really gone to data modeling.
Okay.
Well, we are going to start from there today. So by the time we complete that, you'll be able to fix any issue on it. Okay, so does anyone else has something to show?
I think for me, I was happy
Sorry,
to get.
somebody is speaking.
Yes, for me, I was happy to get the last two videos.
I can barely hear you. I don't know of others, but it's like you are far away from your mic. Hello, I didn't say you shouldn't speak, oh, please. I just wanted to hear you better.
Yes, can you hear me now?
It's still a bit far away, or let me increase my mic. Is it me? Okay, try speak again. Let me see.
Okay, I said for me, I have now, and I got your videos and all the data. So I'll just have to go back and come up to speed. So I'm sure that by next class, I'll be able to be up to date. But I'll follow today's class since I have the Power BI. Yes, thank you.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Thank you. All right, so today we want to go into data modeling, and before we do that, I'm going to load some data into the model. Let me look for sample data. So what we did last week, a quick recap, we worked on merging queries. So who can tell me what merging query is about? We talked about it last week. Anybody want to help my ministry?
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. With merge queries, we use merge queries when we want to add on another query, another column to like a table that we want to add a column to
an existing query. Yeah, to an existing query. Okay, that's correct. So append and someone else.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
You use append when you want to add tables. It's a row kind of joining. Row kind of joining when you want to join two tables together.
All right.
Yeah.
That's correct. Okay, so if I want to quickly look at my data, right? I've loaded the data into the model and I've moved it to Power Query Editor where I'm going to transform the data. So what is the very first place that I will go that will be able to tell me holistically how my columns in the queries look like? Anyone can help? Which of the buttons will I go to? Is it home? Is it file? Is it transform? Anybody?
That should be transform.
So if you click on transform, what are you going to see?
You go to view.
You go to view. Thank you. So you go to view. View is going to, so someone else assist me. What is view going to display for us? That will give us, that will tell us, something about the columns where we want to do our exploration of the data. Hello?
Just like the name implies,
Yeah.
view would help you see all the columns in each query or in each table. So you're able to explore and see all your columns per table.
Yeah, that's partly correct. Who wants to assist him?
It will show column
We have
statistics and all that.
Sorry?
The column statistics and all that.
So what are those column statistics and all that? I need the terms.
Let me see. Let me see. Sorry.
I
It
need
will
the
show.
terms.
It will show
Column
three
distribution.
things. Yeah, God bless you. That's one of them.
Column distribution.
Column distribution 1.
Yeah.
With the column profile.
Column profile. So somebody, okay, column profile, go on.
Column
We still have
quality,
one more key.
yeah.
One key.
Quality.
So column quality.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
very good. I'm clapping for everybody. Okay, so someone will tell us what column quality does. Someone else what column distribution does, and someone else what column profile does. So our time starts now.
The quality will let you know, looking at if the table has null values, things like that. It has null values, and I think I'm sure of that one.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
I can't remember the others. How I define it.
Yeah, someone else will help you with the others.
Yeah. The column distribution also tells you the extent, the number of distinct, the distinct and what again?
Columns.
In the
Okay,
columns.
so it will tell us
in each
so
column.
it will tell us more of which one is distinct, which one is unique.
Unique, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so which one is distinct and which one is unique? What is distinct? What is unique?
The distinct is the number of different characters that appear, and the unique is the number of ones.
When you say character, I'm struggling to understand. I knew that I use character to explain it, but
it's the number of entities in that column.
Okay.
Yeah, and the unique is the entities must appear once.
Okay.
In the column.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, so someone has a column profile.
So for column profile, you see the column statistics, the count, the error, the empty, the distinct, the unique. If there's an empty strings, and the minimum and also the maximum.
Yeah, so it shows the statistics, right?
The column statistics.
All right, that's fine. So that's good. Some of these things normally, as small as they form part of the questions that will come across during taking PL300 exam. Yes, someone hand is raised.
Sorry, Mark.
Mr. Greg.
Can you still drill down more, expand more on this issue of this distinct and unique?
Okay. All right, fine, no problem. Okay, let me just make use of this class as we are in this class. All right, if we want to know, we are from different places, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me assume I'm connecting from Lagos, someone else is connecting from Ibadan, another person is connecting from, let's say 2 people are connecting from Ibadan. Maybe 3 people are connecting from Kano, and then we have 5 people connecting from Abuja. You know, we have different locations that we are connecting from, right? So now, so let's call this field or column a location column. So on this location column, we are going to have like 5 people connecting from Abuja. Now we are going to have Abuja, 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 about 5 rows, right?
Yeah. Yes.
And then we'll have people connecting from Kano. Let's assume there are about 3 people connecting from Kano. Okay. And then we're going to have rows for Kano. Kano, Kano, Kano in 3 rows. Yeah. So 3 to 5, that's making 8 rows.
8. Yeah.
And then we have, let's assume we have somebody connecting from Ghana. And we have, and it's just one person connecting from Ghana. So let's assume we have somebody connecting from Kenya, and it's only
10.
one person. So let's assume we have, so let's assume we have 2 people connecting from London. Okay, so if you look at this location column now, that we are just.
Sorry, ma. Please. I don't know. Are you sharing your screen? Because I'm not seeing what.
I'm not
only
sharing my
seeing
screen. I'm not the one sharing screen.
Okay.
I'm not sharing my screen. I'm only asking questions for us to, you know, I want the class to be interactive, and I want us to be asking questions. So it's not a teaching stuff. It's actually a learn together. You know, there might be something that you have learned somewhere that you need to, you know, also share, that the whole class will benefit. So it's not like that teaching stuff. No. But we are all learning together in such a way that we'll be able to take the exam and ace the exam conveniently, you know, at the end of these data days, 60 days data days, learn together program that Microsoft have put together for us. And for DAISI community initiatives, so what we do is that we decided to be taking it every Saturday. You know, for the past 2 weeks, we have actually taken ingesting and preparing and transforming your data, which is ETL. So what we want to go into today is modeling, but I'm not sharing my screen yet. We are just trying
to
I understand. I
understand.
understand. I know you are used to me sharing screen once we come on board. I understand, but I'm not the one sharing screen. So let's go back to our scenario we are trying to paint. Now, if we want to say how many distinct location do we have, you are going to count all the locations that we have. We have Abuja, we have Kano, we have, did I mention Ibadan? Yes, I did. So that's Oyo State. So let me just mention Oyo. I mentioned Lagos, I mentioned Ghana, as well as London. So that's about 6, right?
Yeah.
Now, but for Ghana, I said one person is coming from Ghana. So for Ghana, it will only appear once. And then which other location did I say appeared once? If you can remind me.
Ghana once, London 2.
London once.
London
which
was
other
2.
one appear once? How many times does Lagos appear?
Lagos was 3. I think you said 3.
3. Okay, great. So if we are asked that what are the distinct locations that we have, you are going to count the number of locations irrespective of the repetitive times. So let's assume there were 6 locations that we mentioned. So, and it's repeated many, many times. We are still going to say the distinct is 6 location. Yes. But then, how many unique values do we have there? So the ones that appeared only once, that we mentioned Ghana, we mentioned where again? London. So probably it's just 2.
Okay.
Is it clear now?
So the unique will be London and Ghana, that is just appearing,
exactly.
having one value.
Yes, just having one value. But others that have that are repetitive, they are not part of the unique. And I remember somebody asked me a question on that day, that what if a column, and we said for you to make use of a column as your primary key, it must be unique. It must not be null. It must, Abby, we mentioned it, and I even shared that PPT file on our WhatsApp group. So, that tells us, all of these things. So we need to go back, we need to read them up and follow up on that. So the person that asked, what if the column contain repetition? I said, or if there's no unique column on the table is working on, I said, then it means that there is no unique column that you can use as your primary key. That was what we said. Because the column you must use for your primary key, it must be unique. It must not have nulls. It must not have blanks. It must not have repetitive values. So any question? Who is joining us today for the first time?
Myself, ma. Kayode, yes.
Oh, Mr. Kayode, you are welcome.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma.
No, it's fine. I'm just your humble servant. Just call me Anne. So my name is Anna. My name is Anna Ifetuli. I'm the one. My colleague did not join us today, but will be with us next week by God's grace. Yeah. I know some of us that were here last week. He was here. Okay, again last week. Ifeanyi, please go ahead.
Okay. Good afternoon, ma. Thank you so much for the lecture
so far.
Yes, ma. Okay, I was working on the assignment, and I was the challenge I had was that in creating the dimension tables for product, date, and the product, date, and the location.
Yes.
I couldn't. There was only one what do you call it, order ID. Can you use that order ID as the what do you call it, as the primary key for other tables you are forming? I don't know if you understand my, the order ID covers all, it covers the entire table, but because you want us to break the tables into smaller tables, that for
dimensionalizing your table. So you are trying to separate them into their separate dimension tables, so that you have your dimension tables and your fact tables. So for each table, assuming it's a real life data, for each table, they will give you the primary key or the unique key for that table, which you will use to connect the tables together or build the relationship between the tables. But where you are using sample data, you are now the alpha and omega of that data. So you are going to be the creator now of the primary key. Yes. So you can now decide within yourself what you want to use. Like we tried it in the class for location. We decided that, okay, for location, since it is country, let's make use of the country abbreviation, which is like Nigeria, for instance, will be NG. So we use that for allocation. So it is not tied to one specific way of creating it. So at times you might decide to create by using about concatenating two columns together to give you the unique key that you are going to use as your primary key. And at times you might decide to create probably a composite key, or a surrogate key, that you can use to connect. So there's no when the primary key is not given and you are working with, it is not customer data, it is your personal data, a sample data that you are working on, you can decide what to do. But if it is customer data or an organizational data, yes, you can request from the data steward and then they will provide it for you. It will always be provided.
Okay.
Because you cannot change their data from what it is. So they are the ones that they have data stewards who watch over it, that will give you everything that you need to build the report for them. Yeah, someone else has is raised.
Okay, sorry, ma. If I may continue, in doing the research, because I had that challenge, I saw some videos where they were creating index column and now using it as the primary key for
a
each
key. Yes, I had
table.
wanted to use the index column as well, but I was afraid that when you are explaining something to somebody afresh, the person might take it that this is the only way.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you understand. And sometimes, and another reason why I didn't use the index, although we use the index too for where we have discount band, we use the index. So for you to know that you can use index, you can, but the index, why I frown against the index is that most times it does not align it will with the main data. There is going to be a mismatch somewhere and it will give you wrong analysis. So it's usually best to either pick two columns that you can use to maybe concatenate that can give you a unique key to that data, so that by the time Power BI is looking at that key, because the key is not just for decoration. So by the time you are building your analysis and is scanning through row by row, it will be able to align each of the rows with it. But when we just make use of the index number, at times it might not align. You might be fortunate if it's aligned, but if you have small data set, maybe 1 to 5, you might, but usually it's not the best approach. That was why I didn't use it. But yes, it's possible. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Someone else hand this raise.
Yeah, thank you. Still on this sales data, when I did the injection and did the
Mr. Sam, you can stop
headers
sharing
and all
so
of
I
that,
can see all my people.
I realized that my order date is coming with what's the word now? It's not showing a calendar or a date.
A date field.
I've forgotten. A date field, exactly. It's showing a text field.
So it's coming like a number, a numeric data, right?
Correct. No, it's even coming as a text, like ABC.
Okay, like ABC.
For my date. Yeah, instead of a date field. And when I try to convert, it's showing error.
Oh, okay. So that's a very good one. So for dates, I also mentioned some of the challenges with dates. I mentioned earlier that if we have dates that sometimes when you change from, sometimes it will come as, you know, Power BI will transform to its best ability, but you are the analyst. Do you understand? So that's where AI and analysts come to play. Most people will ask, will AI take away my job? AI will only cannot take away your job because you are the one controlling AI. So for instance, now by the time you loaded that data, it transformed the data into it gave it a data type, the date field, it gave it a data type of text, which is ABC that you mentioned, right? So you will now consciously change it to date. So can you share your screen so that we use that to learn about date?
That might take some time. I'm not using the device to talk. But let me see if I can.
Yeah, on your phone.
Yeah, I think we should just move on. Maybe.
All right.
Yeah, I'm on my phone.
So
and I'm
let me
using my
just
system.
talk
But
through it.
when I tried to change, it's flagging error.
Okay, so let me just talk through it. So what normally happens is that when you try to change dates, if it is not in the format that you know, our system, most of our system comes with either US date format or UK date format.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
If the data itself is in US format and some are in UK format, it will give you that error. Because within that same column, you have some date as month, day, year. That is MMDDYY. Whereas UK format is day, month, year, which is what we use here in Nigeria, which is DDMMYY. All right. So if you have both formats in that same date column, it will give you that issue and that error. So for you to handle it perfectly well, you go to File and go to Options and Settings and change your, if you notice, whichever one that is predominant on your system, you change it to either US or UK, and then you go back and transform, it will handle the error. Or within Power Query, you just open the, what do we call it now? The date field. So where you normally will click dates to change it.
Yeah.
So instead of clicking dates, you click using local, which is the last one there. So if you click on it, it will bring it out. First, change the text to date, then move on to where you have countries and select either US or UK, and it will handle it. But if you are still having error, it does mean that there is an input error which needs to be handled at the source. So those are the things you check out for, and then you'll be able to resolve it.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Any other question, please?
Sorry, just the difference between the composite and the surrogate key you talked about.
Oh, okay. So they are more or less, let me share my screen. They are more or less alike, but the surrogate key is just from the word surrogate, means that that is not the original thing that is coming from it. You are, you know, using it like representing what it should be. And most times, how to achieve that, we concatenate like two columns together. Like one of the fields that we have in our query, under location, we have country, I think we have region, we have country, we have city. So probably you want to decide, sir?
No, I'm just following you.
Okay, so probably you want to decide that your primary key, you want to concatenate maybe country and city, or region and city, or region and country together to form your primary key. By concatenation, we mean that you are adding the two columns to become the content in the two columns to become one content. So that way, it will form a primary key for you that you will use to connect your tables. Any other question?
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Okay, so very quickly, let me share my screen, and I'm not going to go through the transform. I want you guys to do it. The one I gave out, I'm not going to work on it. I want you guys to work on it, and then we'll see somebody that would have completed it. Then we'll look at it together later on. So today
Okay,
we
ma.
want.
Sorry, ma. I would like to ask if I can be added to the environment so that
the
I
WhatsApp.
can. No, I mean so that I can have my own like a username and password for my account.
A username and password.
Yes, to be able to have a Power BI, I have access to the Power BI.
Okay. Are you on WhatsApp group chat?
Yes, ma.
So on the WhatsApp group chat, you will get what do we call him now? Mr. Rashid. I think he's popular.
Okay, ma.
Yeah. So once you get Mr. Rashid, just tell him to profile you, because
Okay,
we will all need it by the time we start publishing. So we will need it.
Okay, ma.
So if you are on the WhatsApp group, please request to be profile.
Okay, ma.
So that you can use the 60-day trial.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes. So you can
Okay,
use
ma.
the 60-day trial. Yes. So let me share my screen. I don't know what is happening with my screen, but I don't know. I think I'll just talk through this. Our time is fast spent, but it's good for us to. It's good for us. So I'm going to break all of this. So this is the same data that I gave out. Once you load in once you click close and apply, it will bring you here. I want to break everything. If you have questions, please unmute and speak. It's like I'm the only one on the call today, so I may not see your hand raised. So who is going to be our class captain, please? Let me go back to the class. Oh yeah, I need volunteer. Who is my class governor, class president? Hello? I need volunteer now. I'm voting for everybody. Hello, everyone. Why do we suddenly keep quiet now? Mr. Sam, Mr. Kayode, Mr. Greg, Mr. Olatubosun.
Yeah, here. We
Mr.
are all
Sam.
here. We are all here.
Anna, who is our president?
I vote for Mr. Sam.
Oh, you vote for, okay, seconded.
I vote him.
Mr. Sam, we voted for you. That's fine. Okay, so Mr. Greg will be our honorable timekeeper. So please keep your eyes on the time, so that You can prompt us when we are going overboard. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Okay.
All right. So let's go back. So now we have loaded our, and yes, Mr. Sam. So if anyone is raising up his or her hand, please draw my attention to it. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Sam. Okay, so this is our model view. Model view. This is where we carry out our modeling. Now, in carrying out our modeling, the first thing that we do is to build relationship between our tables. So in building relationship between our tables, so if you load your table, right, this date table will not come with it. I know that I created a date dimension the last time we were trying to transform our data, all right? But it is not the best practice, right, to create dates from that place, because most time it will give you issue. The issue is that when you try to mark that date table as date, it will tell you that there are gaps in the date, so it cannot be used. So most times we create a date table using DAX. We will get there. We will create a fresh one aside this one that you are looking at on my screen. I don't know, is my screen very small?
Yes, ma'am. Maybe you have to collapse the data pane and the properties pane. That will be bigger, so you want to use them.
Okay, let me collapse the data pane. Is it big enough?
You can see, you can also collapse the properties as well.
We will need it. So by the time we need it, I will bring it back. But for now, can we see my table? Let me push those ones out. These are the ones I want to concentrate on. So by the time you are loading your data into the model, these are the things that you will get. So for those of us working on that assignment, don't bother to bring in a date dimension, because it might not work. All right. You are going to create your own date dimension yourself by the time you load the data into the model. Now, when you load the data into the model, you are going to have these tables. You have your location, you have your product, and you have your customer, you have your, I've done a lot of things here. I want us to do all these things together. Don't mind if your own system doesn't speak. Okay, so now you are going to see these 4 tables, and most likely you are going to see this target table that we said we should load in. All right, but for now, let's still hide that target table. Let's assume that this is our table that we have loading, and this is our dimension tables, and this is our fact tables. So a quick recap, I said while we were in transform data in Power Query, we call the tables queries because it is called Power Queries. So everything you see there is query. Is either query setting or the number of queries that you load into Power Query editor. But by the time we now close and apply and load it into Power BI desktop model, it is now known as tables. There are no more queries. It means that the queries have been converted to tables for analysis. And can someone take a quick look on this table? We can see that we have so many things, like they are just numbers, right? They are numeric fields. And the let me say, the attribute fields that you can see, they are just the primary keys. And we say that once a primary key has moved from its own table to a fact table, in this fact table, it is called a foreign key. So while it is on this salesperson table now, this is salesperson key. On this salesperson key, it is called primary key. While on this fact sales table, this same salesperson key is called what? Foreign key. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes,
Clear,
please.
ma.
Yes,
Foreign
ma'am.
key.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. So why this customer key is on this table, it is called primary key.
Okay.
Once we see it on this fact table, it is called foreign key. Same goes with location as well as products. Now, to build relationship between them, we said it is only a unique field or column that can be used as our primary key. And it is this key that we will use to connect the tables together. So we don't just drag key to this table. This key must also be present in the fact table before you can connect them. If I drag this key and drop it on product ID, it will connect. But when building your analysis, it will never see any salesperson in this place. Same goes if you drag product key and drop it on customer ID. By the time you want to visualize product with sales, it will not see it because it is wrongly connected. So the rule for connecting, building relationship is that your key from the attributes or dimension table must be connected to the same foreign key from that table. For instance, you can either drag and drop, or you can make use of the manage relationship. You can see that it has a connecting line from one table to the other. So if I drag this and drop it on sales, it will open up this and tell me that I'm building a relationship between the salesperson table and the fact sales table. And you can see that it is salesperson to salesperson. Are we together?
Yes, please.
So once we have done that, we will click save. And once we have clicked save, you will see the connection telling you that you have built a relationship from salesperson to the fact sales table. And I also said you can as well make use of manage relationship. Once you open it up, this is the interface you will see. And once you see this interface, you will click on new relationship because it's a new relationship that you want to build. And we build relationship from the dimension table to the fact table. So once you open the first table, from which table, you don't pick fact table first, pick your dimension table. And then you now select your fact table. So once you select your fact table, if it doesn't pick it right for you, you are the engineer, you are the builder, you are the developer. So you select it correctly, location to location, then you click OK. But I want to give a little explanation before we click save. If you look below, you can see cardinality and cross-filtering direction. This cardinality is telling us that we have one-to-many relationship. That means our dimension table is on the one side, which means that there are no repetition on this location table. But this fact table is on the many side. Many means that there are repetitive location presence on this fact sales table. That is one to many. And if I click this drop down, you can see we have another cardinality we have is one-to-one. I saw when Mr. Sam shared his screen earlier, I didn't just want to make mention about it because we have not gotten to that level. I saw that he had a bidirectional cardinality. So by bidirectional cardinality means that it is filtering from both sides. It is moving from location to fact table, from fact table back to location. I think the one he did was target. So this is one directional filtration. That is why you see single. But if I turn the, let me finish with this first, sorry. So one-to-one means that you have, there are no repetition on location, and the table you are connecting with, let's assume we are connecting with a customer table, for instance. It's not saying anything. So can you see? So it's telling, this is a one-to-one relationship. Did we get that? And it's showing that the cross filter direction is both direction. It can either filter to this side or filter to this side. Then the next one that we have is many-to-many relationship. In a many-to-many relationship, it means that the table, both tables are fact tables. The one you are connecting to is a fact table. The one that is from is a fact table. That's when we have a many-to-many relationship. But for building your reports and creating your analysis, we don't advise a many-to-many relationship nor a one-to-one relationship. So we usually advise one-to-many relationship or many-to-one relationship.
Sorry, I have a question.
Yes,
before
go
you
ahead.
click save. When you click location and customer, you say it automatically became a one-to-one relationship. Does that basically mean that you are trying to connect two dimension tables and not a dimension with a fact table? That's why I was giving you one-to-one or what? Or that you're not having repeating values on each of them?
Yes, so there are occasions that you come across customer data that the two tables you want to work on, you are given to work on, doesn't really have
relationship.
No, duplication.
Okay.
Yes, they don't really have duplication. So in that case, you are going to have a one-to-one relationship. You need to check the documents I forwarded. You see all those one-to-one, one-to-many. Okay. I have some diagrams there that can, clarify what you are asking. So, but in this case, we are having one-to-many. So, like I said, our cross-filtering can either be single or both. And I've demonstrated where you can see both comes up whenever you have one-to-one or many-to-many relationship. You have bidirection. But bidirection means that it's both. But once it is single, it is called one directional relationship or single. So we will click save.
Thank you, ma'am.
Let's close this so we can see the interface. So now you can see that it is in one direction. When Mr. Sam was sharing his screen the other time, you can see that this arrow, this little triangular arrow, was showing in both directions. That is a bidirectional relationship. All right, so to make it faster, we'll just connect by dragging and dropping. For your own, you can do whichever system that is faster for you as a developer. But for me, I will just drag and drop. And I have a product to product. But ensure that you are dropping on product to product, not like the location I did from location to customer. All right. So what we are looking at on this screen right now is telling us a story. What is it saying? It's telling us that we are having a star schema. A star schema is where all the attributes or dimension tables are or lookup tables are connected to the fact tables. That is what we call a star schema. But as soon as you are connecting, I don't even know where this one was connected. Let me try and connect this one. I don't. Okay. So as soon as you connect salesperson, I can't even find salesperson key. Let me drop it on salesperson. Oh. Okay. So this is our dimension. So okay. I have a key. I don't have a key here. That's fine. Okay. So as soon as you have another connection, because this target is speaking to this salesperson. So as soon as you have another connection from this table to this table, it is no more a star schema. The reason being that this dimension table from this fact table is connected again to another fact table. So for that primary reason, the name changes from being a star schema to a snowflake schema. Is that clear?
Please, can you take that one again?
Sorry, but can you take that again, please, ma?
All right.
The snowflake and the star schema.
Okay, so the star schema is where all the dimension table are connected to the fact table, and none of the dimension table are connected elsewhere. Is it clear that way?
The fact table and none of the dimension.
Yes.
Yes. So assuming I didn't connect this one, let me break the relationship again. So now that the relationship is off, I have this. Even if it is not because it's looking like a star that make it a star schema. So all this dimension table can be at the top. It depends on how you want to arrange them. This is just a developer style, of arrangement. And some decide that all the dimension table, the lookup table should be at the top, and then the fact table should be below. Some others might say, oh, I want the fact table to be at the top. I want all the dimension table to be below. It depends. But whichever way you decide to arrange, this is just an arrangement, right? And whichever way you decide to arrange them, the bottom line is, as soon as all these dimension table are connected to the fact table only, it is known as star schema. So if you are reading through diagrams, if you Google it, you see that they draw it like a star, but that is not why it is actually called a star schema, although it's looking like a star. But the major reason is that all the lookup tables or attribute tables or dimension tables, they are connected directly to the fact table. But as soon as one of the attribute tables is connected to another fact table, because this target table is actually a fact table. You can see that it's having many. So whenever you see a star beside any table, know that that table has repetitive and repetition or duplicates, and that table is called a fact table. While the one you have one beside it is actually the dimension table, the attribute table. And that changes this scenario from being a star schema to a snowflake schema. Mr. Greg, your hand is raised.
Sorry, ma. Now, is it a must that the attribute or dimension table must be connected to another fact table? What if it gets connected to another dimension table? Will it still be a snowflake?
Yes, it will still be a snowflake. It's no more. Once it's connected to another table entirely, it's no more a star schema.
Irrespective of being fact or a dimension.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. So, are we good up to this point? Hello? Hello?
Ma.
Hi.
Yeah.
Sorry, ma. I got disconnected the network when you were trying to connect the make the first relationship.
Okay. So let's
yeah.
go back there. No problem.
Sorry, ma.
No, it's fine. Why are you sorry? We are here to learn. So, and
Okay, ma.
last week it was network that dealt with me. You should ask them. They were hearing my voice and my system wasn't moving. So we don't hold anybody at ransom because of network. We are not in control of that. Okay,
Yes,
so that's fine. So what we did is we'll quickly break all this relationship and one of us will start telling me what to do. So by the way, once you right click on the tick line, it will bring out delete and you delete. So if you don't want a relationship, you want to redirect it as you please. That's how you can remove the relationship. Okay, so we are done. Can somebody guide me what to do? A volunteer, please.
I will volunteer, Greg. You can
Mr. Greg, our honorable timekeeper. Your time starts now. Let's go.
No problem, ma. Okay, if we try to connect the customer attributes to the fact table.
Customer, okay.
What we'll be using is the
so what
customer.
Should I do?
You will drag the customer ID to the customer ID on the fact table.
Okay, sir. So, I've done so, sir. What else should I do?
So now from the table, you are starting from the dimensions table. So that it's already selected. You already have customer ID and customer ID. Then the cardinality, most likely, the cardinality has to be one to many because you're most likely going to have repetitive values on the fact table. One to many, I should think.
Very good. All
because
right.
You're going to
okay, that's
okay. Then you see.
Okay, so that's great. Now, someone else.
Okay.
We are many on the call now. Let somebody else speak. Or mute and speak, please. Hello. Please unmute and speak now. My English is not good enough. Don't worry, I'll start studying Cambridge, so I'll speak Queen's English in the next class.
Okay, I'll take the next one.
Hello.
Okay, yeah.
From the products table, we are taking the
Yes,
product ID.
Okay.
Then we drag it on the facts
And
table.
what else should I do?
In this case as well, it should be one to many. I mean the cardinality, then we save.
Save, okay, thank you. Someone else, please.
Okay. Let's deal with the location.
Location, very good.
Yeah. In this case, we will take the primary key, which is the location key.
Yep.
And drag it to the fact table location key.
All right, sir. I've done that, sir.
Okay.
What should I do?
Then here we first focus on the dimension, the dimensional table. The dimensional table have a location key, so it has to be in line with the fact table key, which is location key. Yeah.
All right.
And the cardinality should be one to many.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Okay, who else wants to help my ministry? I think I still have one more to go. Who else is helping me now?
I can't see the other table, man.
We have salesperson now.
The one beside the fact table. Okay, so we have
this is Gates. So
Date.
should I date? Okay. Who is doing date?
Let me take that one.
Okay, sir.
So you take the date key to the fact table.
Okay.
All right. So we have the cardinality to be one to many as well. So we see.
All right. Okay.
Yes,
Thank you so much. Okay, I still have one more table. One more person. Where are my professionals? Yeah. Our time is running. Mr. Greg will soon chase us out too. Let's speak on time.
Be fast, to be fast. To time is going.
Yeah. Who else? We still have one more table now. Why are we keeping quiet?
Is there a relationship for salesperson and
yeah, so how do I do it? Tell me, ma.
Looking for what? Okay, there's a salesperson key.
Okay, I've seen it. Yes. Where should I drop it?
Yes. Okay. Use the fact table, the fact sales.
Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone. Yes. We have successfully recreated our snowflakes schema, and we've connected our dates. So let's expand our property and our table again. So, Mr. Kayode, I hope you've been able to get what we did. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Very good.
Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you, everyone.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Okay, so fine. Now, the next thing we are going to do is, these are like the first step. And then if you look at all of this ID, you saw me clicking one eye at the initial stage when I was trying to break all the relationships and the transformation I've done, or the modeling I've done. Because in this place, we just call everything we do here, we call it modeling. So what we do is that we hide these, all the IDs. They have finished their job. The consumer doesn't need it. You can't go and give, you want to give reports and you put employee ID EMP 101 and you give to your MD. We ask you, who is
I'm
EMP
sorry,
101?
I cannot hear you.
Sorry, you cannot hear me? Hello?
Ma, we
Am
can
I
hear
audible?
you.
Yes,
Where
we
is the
can.
person's
We
network?
can hear you. I think it's from his side.
Oh, okay.
It's from his side.
Maybe you should leave and rejoin. Okay, so because of that we don't use IDs, to present reports. The developer only needs it for this relationship. That's why we create primary keys, right? So now that they have finished their job, what we do is that we hide them so that they will not be revealed in our data model. So what do we do? To do that, you can right click on the ID and you will see hide in report view. So if I click on it, it will cross this eye that is there. And I can as well click on the eye without right clicking and it will just close it as well. It means that you have hidden that field. And you can bulk hide all the IDs. By bulk means that if you select the product, let's select the product ID and you select the salesperson, you just keep selecting, you shift and select, you select, which other one do we have left? I think we have this left. Let me select this again. Click.
Working on it.
I think I did only one, right?
Sorry, what key are you pressing again to be selecting all of them?
Oh, I'm pressing my shift key to select all of them. So if I press my shift key and select all of them, if I right click and I say hide from report, it will hide all of them at the same time. But sorry, my key is not working, so permit me to hide manually. I used to say that too. But that is how you can hide everything at a go, that you don't need to, assuming the data you are working on is so large. Do you understand? You won't be having that time to be, hiding them manually. All right. So we have learned about hiding all our primary keys, all our keys rather. Then the next thing we want to learn is how to create hierarchy. Let me come to this. Before we create hierarchy, let's assume that I have not given this formatting, this location. So this is where you come, you expand this advanced. Can anyone see the properties where I'm on? Hello, can we see this property?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so if we expand this and we scroll down, so you come to this data category. So if I click the drop down, if I select city, that is when it will create this field. But let me select none for you to see. Is there none? Okay, uncategorized, that's none.
Working on it.
Okay, so you can see that there's nothing beside it, right? So by the time you load in your model, this is how it comes. It is uncategorized.
Working on it.
By the time you come to your modeling tab,
working on it,
this is how it will show. But because you want to create a location, you want it to you want to use map visuals in your reporting. So you need to give it a proper location. So you come here and data category. So you must click the advanced button to expand it. And you come here to select, what am I on? I'm on region. So I'm going to select country or region.
Working on it.
So you can see that it has given it map of the world. I'll do the same for this one. We cannot box select because they are different. So this one is country.
Working on it.
Even though the icon looks the same, but what we have selected for them are different. So this one, we are going to select city, as you can see. So you can see that it has created, we have successfully modeled the location fields. All right. Then next we want to deal with is, let's go to, okay, so let's come here. So here, what we format under numbers, or what do I call them? I call them monetary base. Anything that has to do with price, that has to do with money. So you come here. Do you want it to be in 2 decimal places? You decide. Do you want it to be in US dollars? Like this data set, for instance, is actually not it's a foreign data set from US. So you select, if you expand this button, you select English United States. So it's going to give that dollar there. So, but if you want, like my system, for instance, is actually formatted to Naira. So it's in Nigeria Naira. And if the data set you are working on is Nigeria Naira, you can choose Nigeria Naira. Let me look for it. Let's look, but this one you can't even type, so you have to scroll to look for it. And when I get to this place, that's when I remember that I don't know my alphabets, ABC. So I'll start reading A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, N, O, K, L, M, N, N. Okay. So I'll now come to Nigeria English. All right. But there's Nigeria Igbo, there's Nigeria Yoruba. So whatever you like, you can choose. All right. So you do that for all of this, anything that is money. All right. And then, of course, you can't give it. This is a data category, not a numeric category. Are we together? Are we together?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay,
please.
great.
Yes.
So here we have summarized by. So assuming you want this to be based on average, max value, this thing count or whatever, this is where you select that. But for monetary basis, either you are using average or you are using sum aggregation. All right. So for some that makes use of unit price, they might want their unit price to be on average to give them the exact figure analysis, if they want to look at the overall of their sales and all of that. So this is where you define that. Okay, so but for purpose of this demo, we are going to leave this on sum. So moving away from that, I've talked about the monetary base. And the next thing we want to talk about is hierarchy. So how do we create hierarchy? So to create hierarchy in the first place, what do we mean by hierarchy? Hierarchy is just like an organogram, right, in your company, that you have the MD or the chief, the CEO, the MD, and now descend to the managers, it descends to the HODs, and then probably the sales, the line managers, then everybody, gbogbo. So that's a kind of an hierarchy. So by hierarchy in data modeling, we are talking about what will help us to drill down to the granularity of the data. So you are moving from the top to the least. You want to know the minute detail about that particular field that you are working on. So that is why we do this category hierarchy. So to build hierarchy, we can either right click and you will see create hierarchy, or you can come to the table field here, also right click, you still see create hierarchy. Please, is my screen seeing in real time?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so let's click on create hierarchy.
Working on it.
So once we click on create hierarchy, if you look at this place, it has selected the hierarchy that we have created, and it has given it a name for us, create hierarchy. So you consciously change that hierarchy. You come and name it as, where is display folder? You can name it as product hierarchy. I've created one before, so I'm going to name this one products. Don't mind me, I'm going to just put something to denote it, to change from. You can see I've done one before. Okay, so let me just call it product. Yes, let me call it product. Okay, great. So
Working on it.
So you can see it has changed from that. So now we'll come here and then we'll now add our other hierarchy. And to do that, instead of coming here to right click, just click on this drop down menu and you select what is next to category. It is absolutely subcategory. So you select it. What else is next to it is the product itself. So we are descending from the brand to the maybe cumulative brands and then to the item product itself. Is it clear?
No,
So
ma. Sorry, my
Not really, ma'am. No,
sorry, ma.
ma'am.
You have I got logged out. My connection came back. So When you were trying to do the category, was it the category field you highlighted first to right click to give you that category? I don't know.
Yes.
Working on it.
So I'm trying to delete what we have. I think I've deleted it, right?
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
So let me delete this one also. So can't delete it like that. Let me delete it like this. Delete from model.
Working on it.
Okay. So now we want to create it afresh. So on the one that you want to create the category on is what you click on, right? When you click on it, I say you can either right click here or right click on the table diagram on the canvas, right? So you click on create hierarchy. So once you click on create hierarchy, it will display hierarchy level for you. And here it will tell you that this is category hierarchy. If we move up here, we are going to see the name category hierarchy, but category hierarchy cannot speak to what it represents. It is actually representing a product hierarchy. So you can either name it product hierarchy or products. So you might leave the hierarchy for you to know that, okay, this is product hierarchy. So you can just name it product hierarchy. So once you click OK, you now go down to add more fields to your hierarchy, because category alone cannot form an hierarchy, right? So you click on this drop down. The next one should be subcategory. So we click on it, and then the last one there, so the granularity will be the product itself, right? For instance, you guys are very good with cars, right? You have some brands of cars, right? So when you have those brands, within that brand, you have sub-brand. I don't know how to describe it, right?
Series.
Then
series. Maybe like
series.
BM, you have
God
7
bless
series, you
you.
have 5 series.
So you have brand, you have series, then you have the car itself. So that is what we're actually trying to do here. We are trying to drill down to the lowest level of products that we have. And so the lowest level is the product itself. And at this time, you click apply changes. If you do that, you have succeeded in creating product hierarchy. Now, if I expand this field beside this button, you see I have product, I have sub-product, subcategory, and I have products. So for the one you are going to load, this is what you are going to do. You are going to create this hierarchy. So next, the one we can create hierarchy on is our location. So for location, I already created one, but notwithstanding, I'm going to name it location hierarchy. I'll create another one for the purpose of the class. So somebody tell me, where should I start from? Our time starts now. We are already 3:30. We are closing 4, so let's be fast. What?
You start on the location table. You right click it. You right click on it.
And I click on location.
Yeah.
Okay. You are directing me. But I can't find create hierarchy here.
I think it has to be one of the. It has to be one of
help
the.
him?
One of the attributes. So you're either right click country,
okay,
city or region.
Exactly. Very good. So which one first, please? Somebody should help my ministry.
We can start with country.
Okay, so when you have region, do you have region, country, city, or you have country, region, city? Somebody should help me. Can somebody Google it and tell us, please?
Country.
Fast.
Country, region.
Okay, country, region. Okay,
yeah.
So
country, region,
city. Yeah.
Then city.
Okay, so we create hierarchy.
Working on it.
So we said we can name it what? Let's name it location.
Hierarchy.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. In fact, I'm going to obtain a form from your school now. You guys are very good.
Working on it.
So next, what do I select next?
It has to be subcategory. So that should be something like maybe region.
Okay, sir.
That should be region. That should be subcategory.
Okay, so what's the next one, sir?
The next one will now be the product. So that will be the city.
All right, sir. So now we click apply level changes. And once we have done that, we can see that our hierarchy has been created for us. So this is how we create hierarchy. Okay, moving away from creating hierarchy, we have tested with 2, and we can do more with the data that we have. I know that we'll be able to do hierarchy, I guess. I think I have product category or subcategory. But if the data set cannot do a hierarchy, just get sample data from Kaggle and start working on it, and you see a lot of hierarchy that you create. Okay, so now looking at this, you can see that there's a sigma sign or a summation sign behind or in front of this monetary base. We have it as cost of goods sold, which is shortened as COGS. This is cost of goods sold. This is profit, this is sales, and this is unit sold. So we can see this sigma sign or summation sign beside it. We are all very
I have a
familiar.
question.
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. When we are creating the location hierarchy, I also noticed that we also have a folder that is named region hierarchy.
Yeah, so I told you that I've created it before. So I just wanted us to recreate it together in class so that we know how it is being created, right?
Oh,
so
okay.
ideally, yes, ideally that should be deleted. Okay. All right. So we have this summation sign, and I know that we are all familiar with it because we must have seen it severally on Excel, right? So this summation sign beside this columns or fields, it denotes that this is an aggregation or a summation. Is going to sum each of these fields together to give you a value. So if we go through the Power BI, we scan through the table row by row to pick all the values that speaks to this COG, for instance, this cost of goods sold, and give you the value as a total cost of goods sold. So when you have this kind of summation, it is called an implicit measure. It is called an implicit measure. So these are measures that are actually coming along, that you imported along with your data set. So immediately you import your data set, Power BI will scan through it and say, oh, this is a summation field. I can use this. So one of the reasons why, if you have an index as your primary key, if you don't turn the index by changing the data type to text, it's going to give you a summation like this, because it's going to assume that it's going to give it a 1, 2, 3 data type, which is whole number, and it's going to assume that you are going to use it for your aggregation. All right. So I'm just explaining that these are called implicit measures, but measures that we create by ourselves, right? We call them explicit measures. And this is a particular one. You can see the denotation that some fact sales. So it will give you this. So let's go to, so this one is called explicit measure. Why this one is called implicit measure. We have not come to that. When we get there, I will talk about it again. So next I want to talk about is date. I want to talk about date table. So let me select dates. So I said that when we come to, when we import our data, we can use DAX to generate our, date field. So we have this date field is showing that, let me start with the primary one. Let me create a new table.
Working on it.
Okay. So once you have a new table, you create a new table. When you come to data view, you can see where I am. I'm on data view, right? So on this data view, I will select table tools and I will click on new table.
Working on it.
So once I select a new table, I will now, what table do I want to create? Because I already have dates there, let me call this one calendar. You know, I already have dates on this. It usually complain about same name, so you can't have the same name. So let me just call it calendar, or let me call it dates table. Or what should we call it? Please speak up. Hello?
Calendar date or calendar table.
Okay, fine. It's calendar. Calendar date, okay. All right. So once we click on that, this is our function bar where we create our DAX. We input whatever we want to say. So what do we want to create? We want to create calendar. Sorry. Okay, this is calendar. Actually, this is the one I want to create. So once you are typing, Power BI will bring out the IntelliSense to ask you, what do you want to do? So you will select, I want to create a calendar using an auto. So if I use this calendar like this and I close this, I close the brackets. If I press enter,
Working on it.
this is going to generate a date field. So what it will do is to go through my data sets and create the date based on my data set. But let's assume that you are working on a data, right? And that data is, it has fiscal year. For instance, Microsoft fiscal year begins in July. So for this year, for instance, this month, July now, is the Happy New Year for Microsoft. So they will always start by July. So here we are going to put 6.
Working on it.
So can you see that the beginning is July here?
Yes.
I want responses.
Yes, we can see.
Yes,
Our
yes,
time
I
is
can
fast
see.
spent, so let's respond. Okay. So assuming you are working with fiscal year, so assuming that you are working for, you are holding RCCG data, they normally start their own fiscal year in September. What will I put on this place? Can somebody help me?
You said what month?
September.
9.
September.
Okay, then 9.
9.
9.
9.
Working on it.
I told you that they are starting in September, but what you have created is that they are starting in October.
You're supposed to use 8.
Thank you.
Working on it.
So you can see that their fiscal year is starting in September. So it means that if they are starting in September, you are going to use 8. It means that you should end the previous year in 8 and start the new one in September. That is the meaning. So, but if you are working with normal data, assuming, okay, let's assume that your company data is starting, their fiscal year is May. What should I input into this bracket, please?
4.
Working on it.
Exactly. So that is how you can create a fiscal year. But for the purpose of our class, we are dealing with normal calendar year, January to December. January is our own month, so Happy New Year. So we will not impute anything. Power BI, we assume that yes, we are making use of the normal calendar, the general normal calendar and not a fiscal year calendar. So now that we have created this column, the next thing we are going to do is to build the columns. So we create a new column. We click on new column. So if we click on new column, what do we want to build? Next to it is the first thing we need to get is the year. So let's extract the year out of what we have here. So let's start by typing year, and it has brought it out. And then we say, what is the name of our table? Calendar. So don't forget. So once we click calendar, it will tell us calendar. So if we select the calendar dates, no, this is what, so it will now ask us, what do you want to build? We know that we want to build year, right? So you select year. And then if we press enter,
Working on it.
it has helped us to extract the year out of. But this year that we are seeing is not correct. Let's see. Hold on. Let's try this.
Working on it.
Okay, great. So it has used this function year here to extract the year out for us. All right. So the next thing we are going to create is the month column.
Working on it.
I hope I still remember my DAX. So let's do months. And for the month, of course, we are going to use the month function, and we call up our calendar date dot months, and let's press enter.
Working on it.
This one is giving us error. Oh, wow. Too many arguments. No, it's not that I want to.
We remove the month. We leave the date.
Oh, at times it do accept.
Working on it.
And sometimes this one is giving us the month number. Okay, not to worry. Let's name this one month number. Sorry, month number. Okay, but we need the month. How do we get the month?
Working on it.
So for the month.
Yep.
Well, we'll use format.
Yes, that's the word. Thank you. So format.
Yes.
Format small.
Working on it.
Hey, my hand is faster than my hand is faster than.
So the calendar
Format.
Sorry, ma, please. After the class, can we like? Because I'm
Sorry?
having network issues.
Working on it.
I
I'm
didn't
saying
get
like
you,
after
sir.
the class.
Yes, sir.
I'm saying after the class, can we have like a video because I'm having network issues here.
Okay, you are having network
Can you hear me?
issue. I
Yeah.
can hear you. I can hear you.
I'm saying I was saying that after the class, so that we can get the video because I'm having network problem.
You are having network issue.
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't get what you are saying.
I think he's asked whether he
What
can
he's
get
asking is
available
the
a
video.
recording video.
Oh, okay. Yes, of course. They will be made available. It's just that our team, they are all busy. Like, I'm here. The people that also work on it are also taking some other
Sorry, ma'am. We should be rounding up because I think there's going to be another class, DP 700, in the next 10 minutes. So.
Exactly. But not to worry. By the time we come in the next class, I'll figure it out and we'll complete this one that we are trying to build. So, but this is how we generate the. I don't know if this one is correct now. It's been a while I used this method, so I really.
Can we try the third one, the third option, calendar date month?
No, the calendar date. So
month.
MMM. And
yeah, that one, yes.
This one.
Yes, ma'am.
This one.
Yes,
no,
ma'am.
this one has not been created now, so it cannot. It's the one that we want to actually create.
So what we do calendar date, then your comma, they put MMM in quotation.
I know, but then we have not even. This column shouldn't give us. The column shouldn't actually give us issue, but I don't know why we are having that issue. We should be able to format the date as months. So, but I don't know why we are having issue with it.
Working on it.
Somebody was trying to say something. Select maybe the calendar date months. Someone was saying select the calendar, put a comma, then maybe put MMM or something. Because you have to specify the format.
Yes.
In which it will come out.
So if you don't specify the MMM, right, it will give you the full month name. So that's really not the issue. But I can't figure this out right now. Our time is up. So, but in the next class, we will sort this one out. All right. Okay. So, but it's been a while. I actually used the column method, but it's the simplest method that a beginner can make use of. And then to save you stress of writing the code like I did in creating this other one that I created. So I think it's been a beautiful day. Do we have question?
Hello, ma. One question, ma.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, this is fine. This calendar you've created, can we go back to, if we take it to Power Query, will it appear there?
No, it will not appear because it is a DAX.
Oh, it's a DAX.
Yes,
Okay,
it's a
I want to say
DAX.
Power Query has an easy way of separating dates. Okay.
Yeah. No. You see, you can use Power Query, the one we used while we were what do I call it now? While we were doing our ETL in Power Query, we actually use Power Query to separate them into their various columns, and we created a date dimension from there. But it's usually advisable that you create your date table in the Power BI desktop model, and it is not also advisable that you use this column method that I'm trying to, showcase to you guys, because it will be going through row by row, and that will a kind of impact your reports. So to optimize your reports is usually, Olatubosun, if you are not speaking, you can mute. So it will impact your reports. So by this, sorry, Olatubosun, are you speaking? Olatubosun.
Sorry.
Okay, so it will impact your reports. That means it will take a longer time for it to render. So, but if you have a date table, like you use the DAX, let me go back to, give me a second. Like you use the DAX here, everything is created here. So it's not created column by column, but everything is held as a measure. So if you look at the front of this, you can see that there's a calculator icon in front of it, telling you that this one is created as a measure, right? So measure. It has handled the dates, the year column, it has handled the month number dates column, it has handled the month name. So this is what I'm saying, that if you don't impute it, it will take it as a full name. If you want the name not to be full, like you want it in 3, you reduce the number of M to 3, and so on. And same thing applies to the day as well. You can reduce the number to 3, and it will, instead of having the full name Saturday, it will have like SAT Sat. So that is just it's about the calendar table. So we have 5 more minutes. If you have question, you can please ask about this time.
From the last class, the WhatsApp
Yes,
group,
sir.
there you uploaded like eight files. So is it that we're going to work on those 8 files?
Were they up to 8?
Yes.
I don't know. Can you remind me their names? I think I was just re-uploading them because some people are just joining. So I keep re-forwarding it. Some people will say re-forward
No, I'm not
it.
talking about the re-forward this thing. The file you uploaded from the beginning, the first file is up to 8.
It's up to 8. Can
Yes,
you
ma'am.
share your screen and let me see?
Okay. From the, because I'm on WhatsApp this thing. You said?
One is the sample data which we're not using.
Is it up to 8?
I think they were 7.
You are 7.
Yeah.
One is sample data. I don't think we're going to use it for this one.
Okay, so they might be different. So can you share your screen and let me see? They might be different.
There are 4 sales sales sheets. One target.
Oh, okay. So those 4 sales table, like 2021, 2022, is just for you to try hands on how to append queries. You are not really building any reports with it. I appended 2021 and 2022 only, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. But I now pushed out all of those sales because maybe an organization can have an account personnel that just be imputing each sheet year by year. So once it gets to you, you are not going to treat each one year by year. Rather, you append them together. So I just pushed that one out for you to try your hands on how to append queries. Any other question? So maybe that's why you think it's about 8. So, but it's just for you to try hands on how to append queries, because the main one you want to work on, maybe to build reports or try your hands on, may not really have a data set that showcase how you can append queries. So I just said that in case you come across such kind of data where you will need to append queries, then that is how to append queries. So that was why I sent it out. Any other question?
The submission and review, where are we going to submit that?
Okay, summation and review. So we can always review when we come to the class like this, or you can submit on the WhatsApp chat. I will download it and go through it and send my review as well.
Okay, thank you,
Anyhow,
ma'am.
we can, so that when we come to class like this, we just talk through it, and then it will not impact what we need to do. So by next week, we'll be going into DAX and building visuals. We'll complete our date table, of course, because our date table is part of that. So we'll complete our date table, either building it column by column or building it using a DAX measure completely without using column by column. I have since desisted from using column by column, so I no longer even remember what it is anymore. But then for purpose of learning, of course, it's good for us to know it. And then the right approach also is for us to use a DAX measure to create our date table. So that is it. We are at 3:59. So at this time, I want to thank everyone for joining the class. I thank you all for listening.
Hello.
Yeah.
I think someone want to speak.
Yeah, sorry. I just wanted to quickly ask. We have a separate WhatsApp group for Power BI class, or we are using the general one? Because all these things they say, do we have a separate WhatsApp group for Power BI class?
Yes, we do.
Oh, I've not been in that group, please. I would like to be added because I did not attend the class
each
last
of
week.
the tracks, Power BI PL300, DP 600, DP 700, DP 800, we all have separate WhatsApp groups
I'm
for
interested
each
in the
class.
I'm
You are
interested
what?
in the Power BI class.
You are not there.
Yeah, I'm not there yet. So, and I was not part of the last week class. So probably I would like to listen to the.
Can someone here please add him? Mr. Sam, please add him to the group. Thank you.
Please also
connect with Mr. Sam and he will add you. He's in that group.
Sorry, ma'am.
Right.
Hello.
Message me on WhatsApp. You can DM me.
Please,
hello, can you hear me?
Please.
Yes, I can.
Okay, sorry, ma'am. I'm also in the same category like the.
Yes, just connect with Mr. Sam. Mr. Sam is our president.
Okay.
He will add you.
Okay. Yeah. And is it possible to get the videos or recorded?
Of course. It's made available. Yeah. Even previous class as well as this class and forthcoming classes. We have YouTube channels. So even if you go to our YouTube channel, all past videos, past trainings, aside this, all are available on our YouTube channel. So you get it.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Okay, so let's call it today. It's 2:01. It's 4:01, sorry. So have a blessed weekend. See you again, same time next week. Thank you all. God bless you. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Thank you, man. God bless you, man.
Mr. Sam, please drop your number. Please.
Okay, let me drop you in the chat.
All right. But I think the chat is locked.
Oh, it's not working.
Can you just call it here now? Can you just call it, please?
Okay. Zero seven.
07.
Yeah.
07.
90. Yeah. 0790. I'm coming. 07.
Yes.
90.
Yes. 90.
Yeah. 19.
19. 079019.
Yeah, I'm coming. This number is a bit confusing.
I don't think it's a Nigerian number. Yeah, I know rich men, they used to have many numbers. So to know all the numbers of the ones.
Okay. 0790198568. 07901985628.
Is that with the country code?
Please, do you have it now?
07090198528, right?
Yeah.
No.
Try and save it. If you can see me on WhatsApp, then you message me.
It's a bit confusing.
That's a number show on WhatsApp.
So he's saying we should invite you. Invite, maybe the might. It's giving an invite sign, like you don't have WhatsApp yet.
Oh.
So that means the number is not correct. Or maybe I got it wrong. So what I have here is 07090.
No, I think you got it wrong. 07901.